the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, Michelle. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Stricty, man, Stricty. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Snap.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Hines. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down on his Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rush in. Patch it. Patch it. Out, 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 out. Check 13. Check. Up, left. Switch.
On second down now, Michelle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
180. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd-rounder from Penn State. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling.
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to Be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, Orbit. Check out three. Check.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see... See that play? I like their style.
Ready. Go. 70, Indy.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now. Watch the screen. Pass. Kill.
On second down, it's Hines. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Check nickel.
From the gun, Boyle. Completes it to Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch it. Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
In your face.
Off the play fake. Boyle. He's got Burton here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, alert 3. Check. Lucky. Hey, echo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
You don't know. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Go.
Watch the slant.
Bravo.
Mike part 9. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Yeah.
On fourth down, Boyle. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Bam. Hey, wahoo.
Slam. Check 4. 59 Mike. Check. 59. I don't even know why this team's so...
Spin.
Watch quick.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Go.
Mike 51. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Watch the edge.
Topper.
Watch out.
Hey, Sam on. Shoot.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
And that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Go!
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 14.
Check. Watch 54. You don't know no better. Hey, watch out.
Check it out.
Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 49.
Bristol, Travis.
51. On Yardy.
Squeeze. Sneak rip.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I got him. Mike 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Show it. SOS.
80 weapons.
Check. 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch! Switch!
Back to throw. Boyle. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
198. Watch 98. 98. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. 198.
Mayfield looks to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. What a run that was, 88 yards on the punt return. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey.
Mike 59. Squeeze up.
On 1st and 10. Boyle. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Take 3. 218, chop it. Let's go.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Boyle. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Myers able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. Kings.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, exit.
On the ground, Michelle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Hey, alert 33. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Go! 10 Lobo.
50's to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. A big play there on the option. 44 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Spud!
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second and 12, Mayfield. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Point after, right down the middle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Recon, 132 fighter.
March 59.
Hey!
Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check, 59.
Smooth!
Come get some. Come on here, come get some.
Ready?
On first down, Boyle. This one caught by Isabella. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Watch the ship.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship. You
And some room to work. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andy Isabella, 46 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Check 9. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Good. 180.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jordan Phillips able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.